Hi Best Buds, it's Cathy with Cathy's Garden, and I'm so happy that you joined me today. Today is day 3 in our series, Easy Easter Ephemera. But first, let's have our shout out to The Gracie Show, Creations by CC, Annette, Lenny, Sherry, Cathy, and Laura. I appreciate each and every one of you. Oh, I love this project. Today we're going to make a mini file folder mini journal. Okay, so what I have here are I have 2 pieces of Roxy's Creations. Aren't they beautiful? These are from her Easter collection, maybe a couple of years back. And I have printed this on cardstock and I have coffee dyed the back. So I'm going to select this one right here. And what I want to do is I want to go ahead and I want to fold this. I want to use, I do believe, this part right here for my project today, this part of the paper. And I think I want to do it about, oh goodness, do I want it to be that big? Maybe I want it to be about 3.5 inches, about. So I'm just going to line it up here on my grid and check out where I'm at. Yep, I'm a little off. There we go. Let's do something like that. All right, I'm going to bring in my bone folder and I'm just going to crease it. Now, I'm going to bring my large scissors and I'm just going to cut this right here. Oh, goodness gracious. I got a little crooked there. And I don't think I want the piece with the sheep. I think I want it down here with this blue and green colors. So let's see, let's make this one. So this one is going to be 3.5 inches by maybe 4. Maybe 4. I'm not sure. I'm wondering if maybe that's going to be maybe a little big for me. Maybe about, I don't really want to make it a square. All right, let's go ahead and let's bring in my little guillotine and let's just get to chopping to see what size we're going to end up with. Oh, let's try that. Oh, that's going to be fine. That's a nice little mini file folder size. I'm just going to even up my edges here. There we go. All right, I like that a lot. That's a nice size. So we've got that, and someone's going to say, what size is this? You can make these any size you want. This is 3.5 by 3.5. Okay, it's a nice square. Let's go ahead and take the corners off right here. And then let's go ahead and just quickly ink this. So here we are. Almost finished. I love this project. I just think this one turned out really special. Really special. I think you all will love it too. It's a no-sew journal, and so we don't have to do any of the sewing. We've got that all ready. Now, let's see. Do I want this to be my front? No, I want this to be my front right here. And I have got some papers here. I have got some coffee dyed copy paper. I've got some blue dyed book page, and I have some grid paper that I dyed kind of a greeny blue. So what we're going to do is we're going to fold this. Now I said that was 3.5. So let's fold this about maybe a 3. So let me get this in here, and okay. Let's do it here. I'm just trying to see if I can get it straight. Okay, right here. Let's see if that fits in nicely. Yep, that's going to be just fine. Let's go ahead and turn this off like this. And then I'm going to put this right in here like this. And I'm going to just cut it. Just like that. And then, so there's one page, and that's probably a little big, so I'm going to cut it down just a little bit. Now let's do another one. Okay, just like that. So we've got 2. They're going to fit in there nicely. I think one's a little bigger than the other, so let me fix that. Now, let's go ahead and let's do the blue book page. And I do want my lines to be where you can actually use them to journal on. So I'm going to just fold it this way so that you can use the lines. And I'm going to trim right here. And then we're going to, once again, measure. And we're going to do it again. This one's not quite as deep as the grid paper, which I think I'm going to fold so the grid paper kind of shows in one of them. Just fold it this way. Okay, so now we've got those. Let's go ahead and fold us some coffee dyed paper, and I'm just going to piece it right like that, and I'm going to trim it like we did the others and place it right in here. This is the easiest way I know to do this, and I do think it's the quickest too. Now you can all tear the papers if you like that torn look. I do like that torn look. I just find it to be a little more difficult for me to do that all the time. Now, I would like to have this to be my outer page because it's sturdier paper. And then let's going to put a grid paper in there, and then maybe another blue, and then how about a green, and then I'm going to put the sturdier paper on the outside and the inside. To me, it just helps when we go to sew in, or we're not sewing, but to attach the signature into your form, your cover. It just, to me, it keeps everything a little better, and less tendency to rip is what I'm trying to say, if you use your harder, firmer paper on the inside and outside of your signature. So what I'm doing here is I'm just going to put a few paper clips because I don't like how this is not real even. Now I know some people like that uneven look. On this project, I'd rather have it be even. Oh, that's not even. There we go. So we've got that fixed. Now, what I'm going to do is, let's look and see how this is going to look in here. That's going to look just fine. It's going to be just fine in there. So let's go ahead and let's do this cover part. So I have a few things here. I have some tabs that I have already punched out with my tab punch. And I just chose a pretty blue and I inked around the edge. So I'm going to actually attach this onto the front part. I'm going to put it right about up there. And I'm going to open it up to do so. And I'm just going to see which one I want to be my front. Yeah, I want this one. So I'm just going to add my glue. I'm using my Tombow glue, and you can use absolutely any glue that you want. And I'm going to add my other piece. I know you can do this together. I like to do mine singly, so however you want to do it will be just perfect. So got that on there. That looks great. Now I have a little tiny piece of lace, and I'm going to place it right here on my tab. So I'm going to have a little bit of a lacy tab, and I'm just going to add my hot glue because it's going to be quick, easy, and it's going to grab a hold, and it's not going to come off as we design this together. All right, so now we've got this. Now I'm going to bring in another container, and in here I have a cute little rabbit with an egg and some chickies coming out like they've just hatched. It's so cute. And this is from digitalcollage.com. And I've got a little bit of torn blue paper, and I've inked around the edges, and I have a little piece of music paper that I've inked around the edge. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this blue paper somewhere on here, and maybe my music paper, just to add a little bit of interest. I'm not real sure if I want that on the front or the outside, or maybe in here like this. I'm not real sure how exactly I want that. So let's see, maybe, okay, maybe something like that. That's good. I like that. So let's go ahead and let's first add our glue paper. So I'm going to add a little bit of glue and just place it about right here. I think that'll be just fine. I'm going to pull it down just a little bit. I'm going to tear it off right there, and I'm going to ink this up. There we go. And then I'm going to add my music paper right on here, just like this. Okay. Then comes our little fussy cut. And how about if it's about right there? I like that. Let's add our glue. Easter's early this year, you guys. Early. Alrighty, so there we go. Okay, I think that's looking really cute. This music paper's a little crooked. I was able to turn it. Okay, that's really cute. I like that. Now, let's go ahead and do I have, here's my number. I have a number 19. It's a Shabby-Dabby-Doo-Dah 19, and I think maybe right up there will be just fine. So let's add that 19 right up at the top, just like that. Alrighty, we're looking cute now. So I don't want to forget my jewels, but before that, let's go ahead and sew this signature right in. Now, because my papers are pretty well even, I think I'll be able to round the corners a little bit. There we go. Now, I'm going to add this right into my booklet, just like this. I'm going to take some more paper clips, and I'm going to attach my paper clips to hold my signature in so it doesn't move on me. And make sure that's exactly what I want. Okay. Now I'm going to crease it just to make sure I get it down in there, but then I'm going to open it up and make sure I kind of bend the spine backwards to make sure all the papers are flat. We're going to do that hole punch method again. I really liked it. So you get your hole punch and you insert your paper all the way to it can't go any further inside, but you don't push so hard that it buckles the paper. So we're just placing it inside here, and you're going to want to, now I did not ink this, I'm going to ink it so you can see. You can see where the fold is. You want the circle to be in the line to be in the middle of your circle, the fold to be in the middle of this circle, or approximately something like that. And you just punch, and then you do the exact same thing on the other side, and just punch. Alrighty, now I'm going to leave my paper clips all there and together, and I am going to use a little bit of sari silk, and I'm going to do the opposite. Instead of going this way like we normally do, I'm going to go up from the outside, up, and then back through the other hole. So my tie is going to be on the outside as part of my decoration. And I'm just going to tie this, and I am going to pull, but don't pull so tightly. I think I need a little bit more. Don't pull so tightly that you rip or buckle the page, all right? But still firmly. Hold my thumb there as I finish my knot. There we go. We've got that, and that's looking good. Let's go ahead and make just a pretty little bow here, just for something special. I love this. I think this turns out so nicely. I'm going to go ahead, and I'm only going to cut my streamers about the width of the, see how they're coming out to the edge of our file folder. I'm just going to trim them there. I don't want them large. This is such a small little item that I'm not really going to put any dangles or anything like that on there. I think that's just plenty. Because when we take our paper clips off here, get all of our paper clips back off. Come on now. Alrighty. Then we can fold it. And isn't that adorable? Oh, I think that's so cute. And then you just gently open it. You have so many little pages in here. And if you actually run out of these pages, if you want to use it like in your satchel or your bag or, you know, a purse, something that you can take notes on, if you fill up your papers, you can always undo this and add more papers. So it's really nice because it, you know, you can just keep going with it. Now, you see how it's kind of pops up like that? I have a pretty little blue paper clip, and I'm going to use that to keep it closed, but I want to make it a little fancy. So I'm going to take one of my little pieces that I had of my sari that I tied in the signature with, and I'm just going to tie a little knot right here for a little tassel, just like that. I'm not going to make them super long, something like that. Then I have a little piece of lace trim, and I'm going to put it right through, and I'm going to do the exact same thing, and I'm just going to tie a little knot here. I'm going to actually cut it so I can get it tied, and I'm going to tie this knot on the end. I have 3 examples that I'd like to show you. They have, some of them have different color. I think there's 2 different colors of sari that I used, and I don't want this to be too awful long because then it just gets too floppy. Good heavens. What has happened here? It gets too floppy, and I don't want it to be floppy. I want it to be fairly. Isn't that cute? Oh my goodness, I think that is absolutely adorable. Here's another one. Look at this one. This one's really pretty. Oh, that reminds me. These blue, they're not blue, these green flat back pearls. I'd like to put them right here where the lace is at the end of the tab, right there. I'm just going to lay them right there. I think that just really finishes it off. Yeah, that added something right there. Isn't that pretty? That one's so pretty. And these are from digitalcollage.com, as well as all of my little, here's another little bunny. I put some music paper, and I put a label number 2. I think this is a Tracy Fox label. And I just used some sari on it. I put my beads down here below. I love this little fella. He is so cute. And I used some blue sari and the blue beads. And oh my goodness, you guys, I absolutely love this project, truly and truly. I hope that you have enjoyed it as well. And if you have, please give me a thumbs up. I invite you to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. I'll see you there, guys. Bye now.